The unforgettable, you a joke like Chappelle show. This so perennial, do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. I just had to let you know. It's the young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a joke like Chappelle show. This so perennial, do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. I just had to.
This ain't nothing for the pack. Got 16 sitting in the lag. Whole squad all dressing all black. Every single last one of them got my back. Hey, 20 of us, that's 20 goons in them. Ice cream whip, triple school. I got 3 strikes, ain't got to lose. When it's all on the line, what you gonna do?
Coach, it is a gorgeous night in the desert. The roof is open, the stars are out, the good life. And we've got football ahead from State Farm Stadium here in Glendale, Arizona. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between our visitors and the Arizona Cardinals. The holiday season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone.
Let's go, boys. Bring it up. Got it. 56. Mike, 56. Right there. 56. Oh, yeah. And here we go again. Here we go. Trump.
Murray now on first down. That ball complete to Isabella. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Call it a gain of 3, but not enough to move the sticks. It'll be third and about a foot or 2.
Watch the pass. 56. Mike, 56.
Murray going to try to throw on third down. That's caught by the big tight end, Dallas Goedert. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. It'll be an Arizona first down on a gain of 17. So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Check 4. 57.
Murray now on first down. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. Andy Isabella was the intended target, but it'll be 2nd down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Murray looks to throw again, 2nd and 10. Campbell making the catch. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
It's a gain of 6.
They face a 3rd and 4 after that last completion gets them 6. Throwing again, Murray. He'll check this down to Hines. And he gets it to the 34, good enough for the first. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, here's Murray. That's complete to Hines out of the backfield. It'll be a gain of 4, and that'll make this a 2nd down. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
Murray going to lead his guys up 1st and 10, and he's 6 of 7 now on this drive. Here's Hines. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play, stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback, makes it very...
And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. Andy Isabella, touchdown number 18 on the year. And the Cardinals take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or two shy of the 30.
10-2, sir. Check, 43. All right, T, let's rock.
Now a first carry for Melvin Gordon. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
6 man.
Here's a 2nd and 7. And he's got his big tight end over the middle, complete. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
I do believe we'll see a little bit more of this as this game progresses, because when you can have that type of a gain in the middle of the defense, it hurts them in so many ways, because most teams like to be strong down the middle. And if you can sting them there, that opens things up for you on the outside as well.
But that's where their big tight end, is so good, that middle third, the seam routes, the in routes. Yeah, you're right. Probably see more of that.
Yeah, it takes a lot of courage and fortitude to go in the middle as well, and he's got it.
It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
To throw on 2nd down, Lambert. And nearly an interception here on their opening drive. But instead, 3rd down.
Well, he did almost everything right. Excellent coverage, breaks on the football, just unable to haul it in and take it the other way. So he dropped an interception. The key for him now, don't dwell on it. Just move on to the next play.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 26. Broken tackle. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
It's a gain of 11 and a Cardinal first down.
Nice little nifty play for him there. Yeah, that's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backside of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got everybody oh, he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice first down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs in the rush coming, and he's taken down.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
Yeah, blink of an eye. That happened fast, and a big sack. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. Now Murray throwing on 2nd down. Catch made here by Campbell. A good pickup there at 22.
And let's face it, that what we just saw there, not a surprise, is it? I mean, this is what he does well. And if you don't tackle him as soon as he catches the ball, this is the end result. Big yardage after it.
Got the speed, the agility, so good with run after catch. And we're only in the first quarter, so they better get a wrangle and a hold on that quickly.
Yeah, you're exactly right. And what's really difficult to try and defend him is if you want to press him so that you get him on the ground quickly after the catch, a lot of times he'll just run past you at the initial point of contact, and he'll go deep.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
Murray now, 3rd and goal. Flush to his right. He may try and run for this. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. The decision to tuck and run gets him 3, but that's not enough. Now it's 4th.
Well, partner, nothing comes open here, so he decides to escape out of there, and he doesn't pick up a first down, but he does gain additional yardage to set up a possible field goal attempt if they decide to go that route.
A good drive gets him inside the 5, but they could not punch it in.
And credit the defense, too. Make sure that happens because that was the old bend but don't break approach. Made sure they contained them when they absolutely had to and forced the field goal attempt that went through.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Got it.
The Charger drive about to get going. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10. And his throw here's incomplete. The Pro Bowler DeAndre Hopkins, the intended receiver. But now it'll be 3rd down. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
Hey, Orbit. Mike 54. Mike 50.
On 3rd down, Lambert. He's going to look for Allen now on the deep ball. And that will fall incomplete. Oh, they took a shot there on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. So on 4th down, on is the punter, Pat O'Donnell, to kick it away. And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. This is brought in at the 21. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And the Cards will take over 1st and 10. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. Let's see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point
kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him in contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him in contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that. I don't know about that. Super tough.
Now a pass dumped off to his running back. Nothing on that one. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Murray. Flushed out right, and he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here, he throws it away, and now it's 3rd. The Cardinals on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Throwing is Murray on 3rd down. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 34-yard line. So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 34. First down, Murray. Throw left side here, complete to Campbell. 15 yards that time, and the Cardinals move the chains.
15 more yards.
Murray now, 13 of 16 throwing the football. It's 1st and 10.
They're not ready for this. They still playing soft.
From the red zone, here's the Heisman Trophy winner, Murray. He'll find Hines out of the backfield. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Naeem Hines, touchdown number 22 on the season. And the Cardinals push further out in front. Extra point right down the middle. And that makes our score 17-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be taken to the back of the end zone.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down.
You don't want to.
No, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Back to throw. Lambert. The catch made by DeAndre Hopkins. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Charger first.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Throwing on 1st down. Lambert. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Isaiah Oliver with the INT. And they will set up shop at their own 41-yard line. That pick, his 9th on the season.
Remember we were kids and you were playing Little League Baseball and they penciled you in the 9 spot in the order? That wasn't so good, was it?
Were you in the 9 hole?
Or you played the 9 position, right field? That wasn't so great.
That wasn't. You're picking dandelions out there.
Exactly.
But the 9 picks,
you want that in a big way. That's a great season.
Back in the season. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jerry Tillery in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. On 2nd down, here's Murray. Being chased out left. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. He's picked off at his own 46. And they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory.
43's a mark. Man, that's trash. That's trash. A little flare. Hard. Check 3. 25. Check 25.
Now Gordon on 1st down. And a nice move will yield nothing as he's stopped behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. This is Gordon. And he's got room. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 16 yards is the pickup there, and a 1st down for L.A.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
So following the run by Gordon, here's 1st and 10.
Check. Watch 54. I'm coming after you. Go. Hit it.
Operating from the gun, Lambert. Hunter Henry brings it in. And he'll go down at the 26, following a gain of 6.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it. Sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
2nd and 4. And this is Gabriel on the catch. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. From the gun, Lambert. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. He was trying to hit Melvin Gordon there. And that'll bring up second down.
I would say it'd probably be a good idea for him to reintroduce himself to his receivers at the half because they're definitely on different wavelengths. But I also don't advocate waiting that long. Next series before you get out there. Hey, let's get together, guys. Let's get this thing moving.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. That's going to be caught. A nice gain of 21 yards. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll try and punch it in. Gordon, and he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles. Melvin Gordon, his 19th touchdown now on the season, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And that'll cut the lead to 17-7. Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away.
The Cardinals take over first down at their own 25-yard line.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now, we'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. A throw over the middle, taken in. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. He can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
Throwing again on second down. Murray over the middle, hauled in by Campbell. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. Well, this is how you shake the thoughts of that interception on the last drive. You come out and start this one 4 for 4.
And watching him throw it around with that type of confidence reminds me of a guy I played with way back when who told me, I don't care if I throw 10 interceptions in a row. I'm going to stay confident, keep flinging it. I just figured there's something wrong with the football.
Now a chance to make that encroachment penalty really hurt. 1st and 5. Again, they'll throw with Murray. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. It'll be an Arizona first down on a gain of 17. Murray now over 200 yards already in this first half. It's 1st and 10. Throwing on first down is Murray. Murray fighting, lost the football, but fortunately he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. So a challenge coming down from the booth, and that's where these challenges come from, of course, in the final 2 minutes of the half.
Yeah, now we're going to New York, right? That's command central for the officials. They'll talk, they'll take a look at it, communicate with the referee at the game site, and issue a final decision because they do have the final call now.
Throwing on second and long. Murray over the middle, complete. That's Hines. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their second. as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. Seventh play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down. Murray with a third and long. And that is incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. And this one is right down Broadway. And that will open the lead up now to 20-7. Still a little bit of time left here in the second quarter, but they do get 3 before the half and expand that lead.
And they have to be happy about that, and we haven't met a team yet that doesn't put an emphasis on trying to get points on the board in the last 2 minutes of a half. They'll be real excited to have those up on the board.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Charger drive about to get going. Time here for likely a couple plays if they want it, but with the field position what it is, maybe better suited to just sit on this one?
I'm with you totally. I would sit on it and get into the locker room and start over. But if they do decide to try and make a play.
And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. The safety, Terrell Edmonds, picks it. And a potential turning point as they'll get the football in very good field position late in this first half.
The Cardinals take over first and 10.
So good field position for the Cardinals as they come up first and 10, right at the 50-yard line. After the turnover, here's Murray. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. So we are at halftime here on a Monday night. As we send you on out to our studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there.
But
this
you're
is
going to do that?
I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. Looking to throw. Lambert. And caught by Henry. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. 17 yards for the Chargers there as they've got themselves a first down. Meanwhile here, a run on first down really backfires as he's going to be brought down well behind the line of scrimmage. That really sets him back. A loss of 6.
Set, ready, 18, Gator.
Not today, you are. Not today.
Hey, high 7.
Looking to throw on second down. Lambert. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Byron Murphy. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his second season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Here's Murray. And he will find his man on the outside. And he'll be out of bounds right around the 20. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down. To throw on third down, Murray. Oh, incomplete. Nearly the pick they needed. They would have loved one there, but at least it does get them to fourth down.
You're down 2 touchdowns. You just know defensively you absolutely have to come up with a big play. That nearly was one right there.
Looked over at the sideline immediately after the drop and just saw the dejection. They felt it. They thought he had it. Unfortunately, couldn't come up with it. Great blocking on the return. It springs him for 25. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. The Charger drive about to get going. And the interception last time on the opponent's side of the field, certainly not what they wanted.
Put it mildly, that is so frustrating because that signifies there's a drive going on. You're in a good spot. Great place to run some of your best offense. Instead, they turn the ball over.
They turned the ball over last time. See if they can avoid doing it here. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Charger first. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off at the 16. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. Campbell making the catch. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down.
It's a gain of 4. Keep playing. Makes it 3rd and 2. Let's get it.
3rd and 2, and here's Murray. Got an open man, that's Campbell. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. It's a 7-yard gain and good enough to move the chains. Murray now on first down. Gets this to Campbell out on the right side. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. That'll go as a pickup of 32 on the catch and run.
It's not a surprise when you read scouting reports and watch tape because you know he's a heck of a player. But he is so difficult to get down in the open field. They just want to get him the ball and let him do his thing.
On 1st and 10, here's Murray. Now a leaping catch, he's got it. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Throwing again, Murray. And that one finds the ground, breaking a string of 5 straight completions. And it brings up 2nd down. No, 3rd down. Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Well, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
Darn right. They did something to disrupt that timing.
Now Murray. Catch made here by Campbell. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Charger 17-yard line. Well, they've had a great, impressive drive going here, and that pickup ensures the drive continues.
And not only do you continue the drive, which is demoralizing for the guys on the defensive side of the ball right now, but you make your own defense happy. They're able to get a little more rest over on the sidelines while this one continues downfield.
And he's able to get this inside the 10 now to the 9. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Now Murray throwing on 2nd down. And it's complete. What a catch at the 7. It's a 3-yard pickup, and that sets up 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4. 2nd and goal from inside the 5. Murray going to throw to the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete. This defense trying to do its part, active hands on that play, but their offense hasn't given them much to work with.
So they're not going to worry about it. On their side of the ball, all they're concerned about, can they create some scoring opportunities and help out that offense?
56, Mike, 56, right there, 56.
Murray now, 3rd and goal. Feeling the pressure here and taken down. A sack back at the 7. Joey Bosa in there for the sack, and he's closing in on the all-time record. That's number 19 on the year. And this one is right through. And that will swell the lead to 16. So 3 field goals that he's hit now. This last one helps him stretch out the lead.
He's been solid, hasn't he? And he lives up to the adage that every offensive coach has ever said to us. We want to end every possession with a kick, right? For them, it's either extra point, field goal, or at worst, a punt. In this case, it's been 3s.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Let's go.
The Charger drive about to get going. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Hey, Alpha. Snap.
To throw again. Lambert. Complete. It's Henry. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. That one covers 24 yards. It's a 1st down. This quarterback now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. Back to throw. Lambert. He's going to look deep. End zone for Hopkins. And it's knocked away and incomplete. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now, the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well. Welcome back to the desert. We're in Glendale. It's Charger football, but they trail here as we get going in quarter number 4. On 3rd down, Lambert. Open man is Gordon, complete. It's a gain of 26 as they pick up the 1st down in the process. And a 2-score game, obviously, every play, every 3rd down, like we saw there, magnified, big pickup.
It was a huge pickup. What they really want, though, is to not even get to 3rd down. They've got to maximize time and conserve as much as possible.
Here's a quick throw caught by Allen. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. 2nd and 11. It's complete to Hopkins. The Chargers passing game rolling a bit here. They've got another first. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal.
Do you think after that last run they're thinking to themselves, we had to wait all day to play this night game, and we're still not able to run the ball the way we want to?
Yeah, this defense, they've risen to the challenge all evening long. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. They run to Thomas. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. Call it no gain that time, and now it's 3rd and goal. Looking to throw. Lambert. And this is complete. It's Allen. And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the 1st. They're able to hold him to 3 there, and that leads to a 4th and goal.
4th and goal at the 2-yard line.
And a field goal obviously means nothing here. They're going to go ahead and go for it on 4th down.
Check. 53 mark. Check.
61. Match box. Left-handed.
On 4th down, Lambert. And to the 12. That's where it stops. The return is halted at the 12-yard line. Gosh, you add up last week and this week now. That's 9 interceptions in this 2-game stretch, and we're not done here.
It's almost as if they can't even believe their eyes. Or maybe...
And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off at the 11. And this is going to be a Charger touchdown. Well, don't change that channel just yet. This one may have gotten a bit more interesting.
Put down the remote, put down the clicker. This one looked like it was over. It looked like they were ready to seal the deal. But in doing so, by pitching it around a little bit, it cost them. We could have a great finish.
Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. Charles, you'd said the magic number was probably right around 20 for this defense because they're facing one of the top 5 offenses in the league in terms of points scored. They've had their moments, but this offense just a little too good, isn't it?
They really are, because no matter what you do to make an adjustment on defense, they've had an answer for it.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33.
56 is the mic. 56 is the mic. We got to get the ball, D. Get the ball right here. Let's go. 56. Mike, 56, right? 56.
Murray now to throw. Wide open receiver complete. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. A big play there on the catch and run. 63 yards. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal.
Let's put that team on the front.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal. 2nd down and goal. Murray. He's got his man. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Auden Tate, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Cardinals push further out in front. Extra point splits the uprights, and that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
Let's go. Let's go. Let's go.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going, and they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we've got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it? A very solid gain of 27. So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. That throw into the arms of Allen. And he's got this down to the 35. That one good for 13 and a Charger first.
A gain of 13 yards. First down, Chargers.
On the ready.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Protein spill.
Operating from the gun, Lambert is going to let this one go deep. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. Throwing again, Lambert. That's incomplete. Nearly another pick. My goodness. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 19. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw to the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. The 2nd down attempt there knocked down as it leaves the quarterback's hand, and it's incomplete. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10.
Hey, Roy.
Switch it. 23 is the mark. Target.
Back to throw. Lambert. And it's complete. Henry. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. They've got it 1st and goal as they look to punch in a late score. 1st and goal, Melvin Gordon. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ballgame. 1 man in the backfield, that's Gordon. 2nd and goal. 2nd and 4. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A. Jack Doyle, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Chargers are able to close the gap just a bit. Still an important piece of business to take care of, the extra point. And the lead is trimmed down to 10.
Makes the score Cardinals 30, Chargers 20. Mike Batchley to kick off for the Chargers.
Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away.
Here we go. Here we go.
Their own 25-yard line.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. To throw, it's Murray. Over the middle, hauled in by Campbell. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. Another yard would probably put this thing in the books. It's 2nd and 1. Back to throw it. Murray. He'll find Hines out of the backfield. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful you're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Now Murray. Forced out to his left. He's got a first down and then some inside the 40. And he'll take this down to the 40-yard line. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 40.
Watch the slip. Watch the slip. Mike 56. Mike 56.
To throw is Murray. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off by Jamal Adams. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. He's had it again, Charles. He had the pick 6 last week. Not a pick 6 here, but an interception.
It's another Oski, because that's the word we use when we intercept a pass. Oski tells your team to rally around and block for you. But that worked really well last week because he had made it all the way to the end zone. This week he got the Oski, maybe not a touchdown, but boy, he's playing really well.
He's got a man. That's Keenan Allen. And the Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as he'll stop it with 11 seconds remaining in the ball game. Six yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Now a 10th carry for Melvin Gordon. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Here we go. 70, Indy.
And what's that? And what's the play?
Off the play fake. Lambert. He's going to let it fly. And that's caught inside the 35. And a little bit of a consolation prize there. He's into the end zone. Won't win him the game, but they do get the score with all zeros showing.
But some fantasy players are really happy with that score.
Doesn't affect the outcome, but, hey, nice job there to put it in the end zone for the final play.
Could it affect other things? Sometimes these types of scores are ones that we don't consider big at the time. Then later on we find out maybe that was a tiebreaker.
Yeah.
Or, of course, in the fantasy football world, these points mean a lot.
A lot there. Well, on the one side, if you try to take away something positive from this game, they played to the final whistle, getting the touchdown there on the last